What would you do if you found out the packages that the USPS, UPS, or FedEx lost of yours were actually being sold for $1, even though they still had the labels on them and in theory could have been delivered? Yeah, welcome back into the channel, Rockstars. This one is pretty crazy. This particular video has tens of millions of views, and it is all about your USPS packages being lost and then resold at literally a swap meet for $1. And the problem I have always had with the lost package system is that they say it ends up at an undeliverable hub, a warehouse somewhere over on the West Coast, the East Coast. They have several of them, but the packages still have the original shipping labels on them. Why then, if it has a shipping label and a barcode or an address on most of these, some of these have been rubbed off, I get it, but most of them are still discernible or still have the barcode, why are they not being delivered? Let me show you this clip and we'll come back and discuss this a little bit more.
Don't ask me how this is legal, but at the swap meet in Las Vegas, you can buy freaking lost mail for $1. We jumped on that, bought 100 just for fun, see what we would get. I'm gonna make a little series out of this. I figured I'd open up one right now on camera, see what we're dealing with. I think I got real lucky. $50 freaking Visa gift card.
All right, so first of all, let's talk about how is it legal. The USPS actually has a section on their rules and regulations about unclaimed mail. I'm gonna read it for you. I'll put a screen share up here. What is the Recovery Center? It's essentially their lost and found department for undeliverable and non-returnable mail. Undeliverable mail determined to be of a value, meaning the content is worth more than $25 or $20 for mail pieces containing cash. How would they know it contains cash unless they dug into it? Will be held for 60 days if the mail piece is barcoded, or 30 days for non-barcoded pieces. Well, everything should be barcoded unless it's something that's shipped with a basic stamp. But otherwise, everything has a barcode because if you ship it with tracking, it comes with a barcode. Mail pieces are scanned, and those that are determined to contain items of value are opened in an attempt to identify an address where the piece can be forwarded or returned. The Mail Recovery Center, or the MRC, is a U.S. Postal Service's official lost and found department for undeliverable, non-returnable mail, and undeliverable mail pieces are letters, flats, or parcels that cannot be delivered as addressed nor returned to the sender. Occasionally, the MRC will auction off items held. More information on upcoming auctions, including locations and directions, can be found at United States Postal Service auctions. The auctions usually start at 10 a.m. with a viewing of available merchandise at 8:30 a.m. Merchandise is sold in lots, not by individual items, and catalogs may be purchased for a nominal fee on the day of the auction. The MRC disposes of unclaimed merchandise and items not meeting retention guidelines in the following manner: charitable or welfare organizations, trash, recycle, shredding, food items, metals, cardboard, paper, and auction, contracted company handling the sale of auctionable merchandise. So they're saying they do auctions for items they deem worth money. How do they know what something is worth unless you insured it? If you didn't insure it, they shouldn't know what it's worth without opening it, and that means they're going through and opening your mail. Then they say they give it to charities. Then they give it to trash or recyclers or shredding, and then they auction it to third-party sellers like us. It seems a lot suspect because I could go on and find unclaimed mail for auction right now. So I don't understand all that, but that's the rules. So number two, selling it for $1 an item. It just said they don't sell it in individual items. So is she lying? Is her place different? Or do they have like a minimum? Like you can buy them for $1, but you have to buy a minimum of 20 or 50 in a lot. She says she just bought 100, which sounds to me like they offered them to her for $1 and she decided to buy 100 of them, which is something I would do. If I'm going to go in and buy unclaimed packages, I'm not going to buy one or two and hope to get lucky. I want to buy 100 of them, and I know the odds are that at least a few of them are going to be worth 20, 30, 40 bucks, and that will pay for everything and I'll have all the rest as profit. So that's not a bad idea. But let me tell you, she's a social media influencer. She has 1 million followers. Finding a $50 gift card is the very first thing she cut and opened. Highly unlikely she's full of it. She planted that, or she got a tip, or she had a pretty good idea that something that size was a gift card and pulled that out. Which, if you were allowed to pick your 100 items, why wouldn't you pick all 100 items like that? And she got a $50 gift card. I'm calling BS. Look, it's the world of the internet. It's the world of social media. Unless you show me otherwise, you're lying. Everybody's lying. Everything on here is a lie. unless you can prove it. If you got the receipts, you can prove it, you got the history, you got the track record, you can show it uncut on video with no edits, start to finish, fine. But if you can't, you're lying. And then if it's too good to be true, gift card, $50 in her first package, it's too good to be true. So that's where I'm at with that video. I don't know who she is. Is she lying? In my opinion, everybody's lying until they prove otherwise, and that doesn't prove anything in that video. So can you buy unclaimed mail? Sure. I'll leave a link down below to some of the websites. I'll throw up a screenshot or something that you can see. You can just Google it. Be careful because some of these are not directly from the post office. You're buying from a third party. So let's say the post office offers me a huge pallet of this mail, right? And I buy it for a few $100 and I bring it to my building. If I'm some scammy, shady seller, then I'm gonna go through and cherry pick it all and take out what I think is good or cut open some stuff and go through and try to find it and then sell you, the leftovers. I could even repackage it and tape it up and make it dirty and try to sell you all of that at a really, great price. But I've already gone through it and I pulled all the good stuff out. So be careful that you're not buying from a third-party seller that you don't know. Be careful that you are buying directly from the post office so you know that no one's gone through it. Of course, they say they're selling what's worth value, so maybe they've gone through it. Who knows? This is all a lot of shadiness going on in my opinion, but could be something that's really profitable. If you live near a place like that, go out, throw $50, throw $100, throw $250 at it, see what you get, right? If you do good, great. If you don't, you only lost $100. It's not a huge deal. And if you get 100 packages for $100 or even 50 packages, there's no way you can't get something that's worth a little bit of money, right? And get the money back. Maybe it won't be a huge score, but I would think you could get something. Might be worth you guys giving it a shot. I don't know. I'll link below to places that are reputable, like direct links, and you can let me know. Have you ever purchased anything like this? If you have, comment down in the comment section and tell us about it, how your experience went, where you got it from, how you found it, what you got, what kind of money you made. Whatever information you want to share with us or keep private, that's fine. Leave it in the comment section below. And as always, thank you to everybody else for watching this video. I'll make a short about it and put it on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. If you don't follow me over on TikTok, please do. It's Casey Rockstarflipper over there on TikTok, so make sure you go give me a follow, and I'll link all those below in my social media descriptions as well. Have a wonderful rest of your day, guys. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, come back, watch more videos, and I'll see you next time.